What's up, guys? I don't know why I'm always compelled to greet you with greetings from Hearthstone characters, so that was my Murloc impression from Hearthstone, so hope you liked it. My name's Sean Caspian, of course, and I am here to talk comics with you. It is New Comic Book Day. I did not make it to the shop last week, but I did pick up some issues from last week to talk about this week, and I actually got a chance to read them, so we'll go through those quick, and then I'll show you what I picked up for this week. So as always, please remember to like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out, so let's get on with the show here. So my first comic from last week's would-be stash, I got this guy here. So this is the all-new Avengers #2. So this book, you know, I kinda didn't dig it. The artwork is a lot of fun. It's a lot like, it's kind of anime sort of style, and I think I mentioned that with #1. The artwork is really nice. Introduction of the characters, I really like that. The little jokes they've got in there, those sorts of things. But the story is really kind of confusing, and I don't know if it's just me, perhaps. Maybe I woke up too early in the morning to understand what the heck was going on with this. I read these at like 6 a.m. today, so... yeah, maybe, I don't know. I just didn't quite dig the story. So let me know what you guys think if you happen to pick this one up, yeah? Next on the list here, bazam! We got the Uncanny Inhumans #1. This book, guys, I think this is likely to be kind of one of Marvel's next flagship series. I believe we're going to see some film adaptation of this whole universe. I can see why. If Guardians was successful, I think this one would be. The characters in this book, totally memorable, totally unique. Got a great situation happening. Everybody interacts really well. I liked the writing. Really solid artwork. Reminded me of old school Michael Turner from Witchblade style stuff. Just really grounded, nicely detailed work. So the cover does not lie on this one. This is a really cool looking cover. Great book, great read, great artwork. Overall, totally recommend it. Next on the list here, we got Vampirella and Army of Darkness crossover. This book, guys, total disappointment. You know, and that's a shame because I like Vampirella, and of course Army of Darkness is its own thing, and you know, a lot of people really dig either of those IPs, but you know, this book, the story is like so basic. The artwork inside is atrocious. I'm sorry. If you guys like it, that's cool. In my opinion, the artwork inside here is intolerable. It's boring. It's like somebody sneezed on the page, and I say that a little bit about a few of these comics that come by because I really feel like we get gypped as readers sometimes with these beautiful cover pieces, because that's a nice cover piece. It's like it's nice enough to want to grab the book, right? And then you open it up and it's like, ugh. What happened? You know, and that's of course because we usually have different cover artists and different interior panel artists and all that kind of stuff. So I get it. You know, the great artists can make a lot more money just doing covers and all that. And I mentioned this before, but man, I hate it. I hate it so much, and I feel so gypped when I get a cover that looks like this, and the inside of the book looks like this here. I'm just like, you know, that's just, there's no detail, there's just nothing to care about there. So the other thing I didn't like about this book, guys, is I felt like it was overly misogynistic, even for a title with, you know, a bikini-clad vampire chick and you know, Ash. I really felt like even at that, it's just not very respectful of the ladies. Just did not dig, and I get it. I know what I'm saying. Evil Dead, Ash, the whole thing, I get all that. Even then, I just felt icky reading it. I just really did. So, cannot recommend this book at all. Don't buy it, don't touch it. Next up on the list, Angela, Queen of Hell, #1. This book was okay. The artwork was fun. It switched back and forth a little bit between present day and past sequence, so I like some of the chances they took with the artwork. Again, though, the storyline in this one is just really kind of all over the place. I don't know why I care at all about this character or Angela for that instance. There's a narrator in the book, and then there's Angela, and they basically, like, all I remember after reading this book is they made out at the end. That's about the highlight of the story here, which is really disappointing because Angela's a great character. I feel like they kind of did her a disservice in this story here. So, it's okay. And the last one I picked up from last week's Would Have Been stash is this lovely gem here. So this is Lady Mechanica number 0. And I believe they're on issue number 6 at this point. So I'm a little bit behind as the series goes, but this was a wonderful book. Really easy story to pick up, kind of standard, but it takes a twist. She basically, our gal here goes out and hunts monsters. She starts hunting one of them and befriends them, and the story just kind of goes awry from there. So it's got a lot of potential, I think. The artwork is great. I just love anything that involves steampunk at all. Really fun here. You know, just great book. Totally recommend it. So that's everything I picked up from last week's would-be stash. So onward to this week's stash, the new books from this week. So first one here is, we got Deadpool. Deadpool number 1. So as you might know, Deadpool, spoiler alert, Deadpool died. And the whole world exploded. So he either died in his mind or as a metaphor, or he actually died and the world actually exploded. Either way, Marvel's weird, and here we go. So it's comic book world, and he has returned. This I'm very much looking forward to reading. Awesome looking book. So Deadpool number 1, definitely pick that up. Next up on the list here, we've got another cosplay edition of some of Marvel's stories here, and this is the Extraordinary X-Men number 1. So we've got a lovely cosplay cover here. That's gorgeous, and I think it's just fantastic that Marvel is celebrating the cosplayers of the world and giving them a chance to be published on a comic book. I mean, how cool is that? So if for no other reason, pick this up. I don't really know how the story's going to go. I haven't read this yet, but definitely worth grabbing just because support the cosplayers, guys. Love it. Last one I picked up this week here, kind of a random deal, I mean, but look at that cover. So I have not read this book yet. I'm not familiar with the IP whatsoever, but look at that cover. Look at it. It's beautiful. So this is exactly the kind of artwork that I go for. It's kind of high fantasy a little bit, but it's also grounded. It's believable. We believe this situation is happening. It's not total cartoon artwork. So I really like it. I know some people are going to disagree. That's cool. This is the style that I like. So hopefully this series is really good because I've never heard anything about it, and I always like to support the smaller guys on the scene too, and not just buy Marvel and DC books every single week in and week out. So that is the last comic book that I picked up this week. That is everything that I've got for my stash. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be at BlizzCon this week, so look forward to, of course, some coverage videos from that and whatnot, and I'm going to have a great time out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is, of course, Sean Caspian, and please remember to subscribe, like, leave a comment. What was in your stash this week? Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.